Okay, now that we have completed the 5 levels of delegation, let me give you the 7 steps of effective delegation. If you want to improve your skills, if you want to be more effective in your delegations, you have to follow these 7 steps of effective delegation. So first step is what is in it for them. Second step is clearly define the results. Sorry. Second is clearly define the results to be achieved and focus on the end result. Remember, delegation is you delegate results and not tasks. That's a huge difference between task distribution and delegation. So define the results that you want to achieve, to be achieved in that. Then defines the rules and limits for them. Outline performance standards. We'll go deeper into what is rules and limits and what are the performance standards. Ask them the plan of action. You don't make the action plan for them. Let them do the action plan. Let them go through it. You can always guide them. Okay. Once they come up with their implementation plan, then you can help, offer them helpful suggestions. Let them come up with their action plan and implementation plan. And then you follow up and follow through. Okay. These are the 7 steps. Let's go each step in details. So typically, we have this attitude of what is in it for me. Everywhere is we think about WIIFM. But when we are delegating, let's shift that from what is in it for me to what is in it for them. And if you really understand that, if you miss this critical step, your delegation will not be effective. Now somebody might ask me, yes, every time do I have to think about them? Yes. Every delegation is different and you will have to clearly communicate what is in it for them every time. It cannot be a formula. It is for your growth. It is for your this. You have to really go and create some buzz about it by really going and thinking about how is it really going to benefit them. So this is the first step. What is in it for them? Don't miss this step. Okay. Let's go to the next step. Now, delegation is about focusing on the end result. So you have to clearly define what is it that you want from this initiative, or why are you delegation? What is it that you are looking for? What is the crystal clear agreement? What are the results that if you are clear about the results, you will be able to communicate with them that these are the results that I am looking for in this initiative, in this delegation. You will get an agreement with them. Once you have an agreement with them, whoever you are delegating with them, all you have to do is manage this agreement. It will become so easy for you if you understand what it is to manage agreements and not people. Don't stop managing people. It's very stupid for us to manage people. Once he has agreed that this is the result that he will produce out of this delegation, all you got to manage is that agreement. Get that agreement from them. Now it's not a formal agreement. He doesn't have to sign on the dotted line every time, but get that verbal agreement that this is what the process is going to be. Break the myths of task of distribution for yourself. Delegation is not just task distribution. Maybe level 1 is task distribution. I have to get some menial work, you can give it to other people. That's what is task distribution according to me. It is said that delegation is when you delegate results and not tasks. So you need to be extremely clear as to what do I want as the end result of the delegation. So it is that's where the responsibility lies with you. The accountability lies with you. Because if you are not clear, how will you communicate to them that this is what you want, and how will they start giving you the results that you want? Clear? So focus on the end result. Be clear of what results you want. Once you are clear about the results and you have an agreement with them, then go and create the rules and regulations. Rules and regulations are not for them to be controlled, but it is to give them the freedom. Create those boundaries in which they can play and perform. They can take their own decisions. It's simple, like when I say rules and regulations, give them a window to play. So let's say if they have to make any financial decision, then give them a window from say 5,000 to 7,000. Make your decision. I'm not going to be bothered about that. If you go beyond 7,000, you come back to me. Or if it is some other, so if you create windows through rules and regulations, create all those rules and create all those windows so that the person whom you are delegating to can play around with those windows and start using his own skills, competence, and that's how we will grow in this whole. This is how you will grow, make them grow. In the end, I'm going to share a story as to how I use this in my factory. Okay. So create those rules and create those boundaries so that they can play around with the limits and the rules. Next, performance standards. These are different from rules and regulations. They are boundaries that which they will perform. Beyond that boundaries they cannot. These performance standards are basically quality parameters. So when you're delegating this particular result to them,